introing the podcast this week. It's not my turn because I did it last week. That's the only thing I remember about the show last week. Is that I did it.
Welcome to If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, a comedy podcast about navigating the chaos of life under our collective wet sun. I'm one of your hosts. I'm John Warren. Here with me are my two best friends.
Wow, disgusting.
It caught up to me. I was like, I'm ahead of it. I can keep going.
Fucking gross, dude.
And it caught up to me, and I felt bad. But
did the cherries you ate before you started recording this podcast infect your brain?
Yeah, they were
Benjamin Twig disorder.
Actually, Benjamin Twigs is the maker of these cherries, and also the name of the cringe TikTok account that apparently infiltrated my vernacular a second ago. So, BenjaminTwigs.com. I wonder what that website's like. Let's find out. With me are my two best friends, Niki, Grace, and LB Hung Cheers. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Wow.
What did you just drop on the floor?
And I've been accused of being the disruptive one so far. What was that? Was that ice?
What was that?
It was Jenga again.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was gonna set us up.
Can you take a phone picture of that?
Yeah, for sure. I can. There you go. Sorry.
Benjamin.
I was trying to stack them up one by one to see like what that would be like. But it was
like
nothing.
if you were building a building.
Yes.
A Jenga building.
A Jenga tower, if you will.
A Jenga tower. A gender tower.
A gender tower.
Here's the Benjamin Twigs
Family owned
website.
and operated.
On a gender tower.
Flavor of northern Michigan in every spoonful.
Do you think 9/11 was a gender reveal gone wrong?
Say more.
Do you think, because you've introduced the concept of a gender tower, so do you think that they were just trying to get the pink or the blue smoke to come out?
Of the tower?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
See, what this does introduce,
so.
though, is the idea that all of the hijackers were pregnant with each other.
No, wait, why does it imply that the hijackers are pregnant with each other? Wait, whoa. Why? Like, there were so many people involved in the concept of getting the right smoke. Like, yeah. No, I think the gender reveal was happening in the towers, not between.
Yeah, I think it was the towers.
Why does
I don't think
Why 9/11?
plane.
So you think the planes were not part of the plane gender reveal?
I think they were part of it.
I don't think the people in the planes had anything. They were carrying out the plan to get the. This is a terrible conversation. They were carrying out the plan to get the gender reveal, but they weren't the ones that were pregnant.
John's really upset at the idea that the made-up
Niki,
babies.
did you see the plane crash at the gender reveal party TikTok that I've seen, or was this just conjured from your own mind?
No, what are you talking about?
There is a TikTok that I saw where someone was trying to do a gender reveal because there was like a crop duster that's supposed to drop blue colored smoke, and it does it and then spins out and crashes into the side of a hill.
Plane gender reveal crash. I see it. It
was terrible.
Here's the CBS Evening News TikTok.
That's awful.
It's all because the guy died. I mean,
yeah, of course he did.
Yeah. Can you imagine dying from a gender reveal party?
No, that'd be awful.
I mean, there's gender reveal parties have a death toll, right? Like they have.
They do. They started all those fires.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Firecrackers blow hand off like Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's why we need the gender
just like
tower.
JPP.
Mm-hmm. You need a what? The tower?
That's why we need the gender tower. No more dangerous gender reveals.
So do
we just
you
have
think
the tower.
Whose gender was revealed by the towers?
Everyone's.
I think
it's like the Pope. It's like Pope election. The gender council is inside the gender tower, and anytime a gender needs to be determined, they vote on it, and then they release the smoke.
And then it's the correct color. What if you need to trans your gender? Then what?
You alert them, and then they just kind of do it. And they're like,
They
okay,
do
yeah,
it.
but then they have to do this. They have to burn the smoke.
Who's they?
Is it
The Gender Council.
We've talked about this part,
okay,
John.
sorry,
Come
You know
on,
all
I'm
those
let's
people
sorry.
on
keep up.
Twitter who are like, Kurt Cobain was transgender. Like,
Yes,
that's
those
the
people,
gender
they're in the
council.
tower.
That's the gender-
So
okay,
is
right.
it
Or they're like trying to get in the tower because I think it's probably a pretty sought
pretty
after job.
cushy job? Yeah, but
Yeah.
is it just like an office building in there? Like, do they are there like is there accounting and HR? Like is it just fucking Million Monkeys keyboards in there, or is it like what is it empty?
Million monkey keyboard.
A million monkeys, gender in a room. A million monkeys, gender in a room. A million monkeys, gender in a room. What is the gender? Non.
Oh. That's
So
good.
okay, so wait, so
And then
it's
they have to light the
empty?
fire. No, there's people in there.
But like,
It's like I think.
is it a workplace? Is I guess what I'm asking. Like, do
Well, for
people
the people
clock
who
in for
work
work
there?
at the gender tower?
I
It's
think
not like a
there's
9 to 5.
It's not a 9 to 5.
I think there's only one person in the tower, and it's Robert Pattinson.
Oh,
From-
Pissing himself?
pissing himself.
No, just from film where he's in tower.
That one movie where the reveal is that it's 9/11 the whole
LB,
time.
do you not know about this?
What are you talking about?
Okay,
Did he piss himself?
he is in a like a coming of age drama
Yeah.
about like having a falling out with his dad and not being a responsible boyfriend and
Mhm.
like
Oh, and then at the end
dealing-
at 9
and then
11?
at the
Yes.
end he's like, I'm gonna go visit my dad at work.
At
And then
work.
it's like, oh, it's September 11th,
What
2001.
movie is it called?
Oh, great question. LB.
What
I
movie is
was
it called?
Do you know what it's
That's
called?
how you ask that question, right?
What movie is it called? What
Yeah.
What
movie is
movie is it called?
It's called-
Right. What movie is it called?
Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna give you and Nikki one guess.
Okay.
Now think
Do I
about
have
what it's
options?
about. Think about what is it about.
I think it's probably like Gone in 60 Seconds or something like that.
Okay, all right.
It was
sure.
called, it's about coming of age. It's probably called like Coming.
Coming.
No. But
Great.
like, how does it end? Right?
9/11? Tower?
It's called.
Up in
It's called Remember Me.
Remember Me. Yes, that's right. It's all
Huh.
there. If anything, the audience should have known going in that was what the motion picture was about. So
Tyler spends the night with Allie, and they confess their love for each other. The next
can't-
morning,
This is
No,
the
it's,
second.
is it
We've
the
talked
second
about
time
this
we've done this?
before on this
We've talked
podcast.
about this
Yes.
before.
no.
This would be the third time
no.
I've read this Wikipedia page this calendar
Oh
year.
no,
So I can't
you can't.
I can't have this.
You can't.
Should we put a 9/11 moratorium on this program?
But I'm not against it.
Kind of a reverse Remember Me.
Oh,
Forget me.
interesting.
Yeah.
A forget.
So we
me.
should just forget it.
Like a forget.
Forgetting 9/11.
Because the time to
What if-
9/11 on this one was less than 60 seconds.
What if every time it's like a swearing jar, a 9/11
Okay.
jar. And every
Okay.
time we try to talk about 9/11, we have to put like $1 in a jar and we use the jar to go to Outback Steakhouse.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah, I thought you
you
were gonna
heard
say,
it,
like-
listener.
I thought you were gonna say like send to the first responders or something.
No,
but no, you're
we
like
go to
you're like
Outback
we
Steak.
go to
We
Outback
send to
Steak.
the Outback Steakhouse first responders
First responders,
who
yeah.
respond first to our orders
Yes.
for a bloomin' onion.
Yeah, so you heard that right, listener. Every time we talk about 9/11, you have to go to patreon.com/if you're driving and make a pledge for $1.
No, I'm saying you and I,
Huh?
they Venmo us because they should be already be
Oh.
subscribing.
I see.
Yeah, just Venmo Hunk Tears and just put 9/11 $1.
It's a cool way
And
to
then I'll
get
know
banned
not
by
to put it with
Venmo.
my other money.
Actually, make it 11, so it's just 2.
So it's two.
Two
So that
towers.
makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Because, or you could put Porsche, and then you won't get banned
Because a Porsche
because it could
911,
be because it could be about like your monthly payment for the car,
it's $1
It's
which is
$1.
$1.
or
Yeah.
$11.
Good
Or
deal.
$11.
Great deal
Yeah.
on a Porsche.
Well,
Yeah.
well, except that it's a 284,000 year loan.
Listen, no APR though.
No
So
APR.
that's good. I would do
I-
that. Sorry, 0 APR and it's $1 a month and I get a Porsche.
Yeah, but like if you die,
Eh,
your
It's
loved
$1.
ones get like a really raw
It's
deal.
$1.
No. Like it goes to like,
oh, it spikes.
it goes to like $2,000 a month.
I just won't die.
I feel like I would die really easily if I had a Porsche.
Nah,
Me too.
I would drive so silly.
nah, not me. I'd be great if I had a Porsche.
Speaking of cars, I went to Santa Monica last week.
Okay.
And you know what I
Congrats.
saw a lot of in Santa Monica?
Tessies,
A specific kind of Tessie.
a cyber drug.
I saw so many Cybertrucks in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
How many?
Like 5
Yeah.
in a
Isn't
span
it,
of about like 5 hours.
isn't it fucked up to think that that's literally 1% of the ones that exist that you saw in that day? Like-
I think we need to stop them.
Yeah, for sure. They're awful vehicles. Have you ever driven behind one?
No.
No,
I
thank
knew
God.
that they were uniquely awful motor vehicles, but like I was behind one recently, and like it's one of those situations where I derive a great deal of enjoyment because I know that thing must fucking suck to drive because you can't see through it or past it, which also must mean that they can't see through it.
They can't
or
see through it,
past it. Which is bad because you should be able to see your motor vehicle as you operate it on the roads. But like the number of people. Oh, go ahead.
Go finish.
No, the number of people who have almost definitely purchased this car and now fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So high.
It's so high.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And the comfort I get from seeing them out is knowing how tired they are.
Yes.
Trying to convince themselves and
Yes.
other people that they don't
Yes.
hate it.
Can you
No,
imagine
what are you
owning?
talking about?
What do you mean, what am I
owning a
talking
thing-
about?
What?
Have you met the guys that divorced?
No.
Oh, LB,
no,
I'm
I think
serious.
it's-
I've seen so many videos
Yes,
of people
it's
that own
past
Cybertruck.
that.
It is past that. Yes.
It has definitely because there is so much. It is the first car, I think, that people know they can hate safely. People, and like, this is none of what I'm about to say is a comedy joke. I want to be very clear about
Mhm.
this. I think that there is a lack of understanding about brands in cars in this country that protects rich people from being teased about how rich they are. To this end, people just think that all BMWs are the fucking same.
Yes.
All Mercedes, the same.
Mhm.
Even though they have a span of cost that
Mhm.
goes from like $40,000, which is about how much an average car costs, to $300,000. You can
Yes.
get a BMW for within that range.
Correct.
A Cybertruck has a range. They all start at 6 figures, but it's like $100,000 to like $150,000. But because it looks like nothing else, you can make fun of it and have it play all of the time. You can't, like, to the average person, point at an EQS and be like, that fucking idiot paid $95,000 for a car that has 250 miles of range, which is what they did when they bought their EQS. You can't do that with that car. With a Cybertruck, everyone knows how fucking stupid you are. Every single person. And the number of people who think that it's cool are far outweighed by the number of people who are like, you're stupid for buying this car and I don't like you.
Like,
And I know you have money.
like there are people who I know who like Elon Musk. These are all boomers who are like the Cybertruck is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, here's my thing.
Okay.
Is that if I'm there, I'm seeing these. The vibe of the Cybertrucks I saw in Santa Monica was different than the Cybertrucks I've seen elsewhere in LA because Santa Monica is like a beautiful castle
Yes.
surrounded by a horrible moat of traffic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you are living in Santa Monica, you never leave Santa Monica because it's too hard.
It sucks
Yes.
to leave. Yeah.
Right? So everybody these guys encounters is either rich or working either for them or in a service industry job catering to them. They do not encounter anybody in their lives who would make
Who
fun of them for
don't
being
like
rich.
it. I think
To their face, at least.
To
Behind
their
their backs,
face.
for sure. Oh my God.
That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about this car, though, LB, is that it is constantly recording video and audio about the car from the car's perspective. So when they get in their car, because they're so fucking vain, so small-minded, they're like, I know people are touching my car, which is true because I am out there touching and spitting on your car if you own a Cybertruck. What they are also hearing is people pointing and laughing and talking about their car because it is filled with cameras and microphones that are
That's so
constantly
funny.
recording how
Has that
people
allowed?
dunking on their cars. No.
Is that legal?
It seems turbo illegal
That
to be able to like
turbo
put cars
illegal.
like that out there. But in this country, we legislate after it has happened.
God.
So
These were the most divorced men I've ever
Yeah.
seen. And I went to school in Beverly Hills
yeah, for
growing
sure.
up. I need you to understand the level of divorced
Yes.
dads I have known in
Yeah.
my life. Like, I went to school predominantly with kids who lived with their single moms and like went to Studio City and saw their dads 2 weekends a month.
Yes.
Like, those were my friend Morgan. Her dad was from Australia and wore leather pants every single day. Like,
Damn.
yeah,
Divorced.
divorced.
Yeah.
And like these guys in these Cybertrucks were divorced on a level I have never seen before.
But the thing that's great though is that they have purchased a thing that will make them more. It's a chicken and egg situation, you know, because they're divorced now, but now they'll never have the opportunity to become divorced again.
Yeah, that's
So they'll always be divorced.
Maybe, yeah.
Can you
But I
imagine
mean,
entering a relationship with someone who owns a Cybertruck?
No.
no.
Unless
No way.
it's like one of their
Unless I get
many
paid.
cars, and I'm doing it to kill them and get all their billions of dollars.
Sure. Right. Okay.
But
Is there
it's
any
just a joke
scenario?
parody?
Is there any scenario where that person shows up to a date in a Cybertruck and you don't leave immediately?
Yes. I'm driving it. I need to
You're
be so
driving it.
clear.
Okay.
I'm absolutely driving the car
Okay. Yeah.
before I leave.
Okay.
Like I might be like, oh my God, that's so sick. Can we
take
drive
it right? Okay.
And then I'm driving back to my house.
I mean,
But
if
then
somebody
they know where
shows
you
up to a
live.
date in a Cybertruck, you know what they're
alright.
telling you?
What? That they don't have an Uber?
Please
Please rob me.
scam me. Please scam
scam
me.
me.
I love being scammed.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Here's a big sign that says, I love being scammed. I got scammed to fuck out of this car.
Yeah.
Scam me, please. Please.
yeah.
I have a lot of money I can use on being scammed.
Absolutely.
Last week, I met someone named Willy Wonka, and the week before that, I met someone who wanted to give me $700. Yeah, that person. Yes.
Yeah. They really, really want to be scammed.
Yeah.
What is
It wouldn't be hard.
No, it would be so easy. What is kind of amazing though that Elon Musk has done with his brand, it's like
Mhm.
it used to be in the old days, like a divorced guy is going to get one of a few different kinds of cars, right? Depending on
Sure.
his vibe. A Porsche 911 was a classic
Yes.
divorce guy car.
Yeah,
Classic.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now there's no brand more divorced than Tesla.
Yes. And
Mhm.
it's crazy. It's so funny to me. Is this a comedy show or an automotive podcast?
No, it's an automotive podcast.
Can I
Wait,
recategorize
like-
Called if you're
this one?
driving,
It's
close
called if
your
you're
eyes.
driving.
Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll recategorize this one as an automotive and we'll see what happens.
Great.
It's really funny because the Overton window, I don't know what that phrase means. So let me know if I've used it correctly.
Okay.
on whether or not it's cool has shifted so dramatically and so quickly. Pre-pandemic, all of the girlies that are my age, they wanted a Tesla Model 3 so fucking
Mhm.
bad. It was all they fucking wanted. And then it took him 4 years to do
Yeah.
that. And now the best part is that all of those girlies, like my ex, have one, which is very funny to me.
Your ex has a Tesla?
Mm-hmm. Can you
The one
imagine being 26?
the one I'll never forgive?
Yes. Can you imagine being 26 and owning a Tesla?
No, I
Or
can't.
28, however old we
No,
are?
I
That's so
can't.
fucking funny, right?
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
It's so funny. And now you have to like move through the world with that baggage in your car that you have to drive to work and stuff. So funny.
Wow.
So funny.
Yeah, that's a big L.
Apparently,
That must have
in
made
some,
you.
like-
that must have made you feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
fucking.
dude.
Oh, yeah,
When I lo-
absolutely.
yeah, baby. When I logged into that, when I
The
logged into
lack
that
of
car
taste.
insurance app,
The lack
yummy.
of taste.
Tasty.
That's delicious.
Ooh.
That's really good.
And I was like, you fool.
Woof.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no
that's
brand
like
has
got a
shot
nice
themselves
texture even.
deeper in the foot.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's like he shot himself in the foot with a railroad spike on the train tracks.
Yeah.
But which crucially, that's his nightmare because he hates trains.
He hates trains.
Hates trains.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot
You
of
think
them
he's
in
ever
Santa
been on
Monica.
a train?
Yes, they're great. You booked me a ticket on a train.
No,
Do
he
you
has
think
he.
he has ever been on a train? Elon Musk.
Yes,
no,
probably.
LB, you're the most been on a train person that's
Yeah, on the
that's on the
planet.
show.
Of course
That's-
you've been on a train.
You've been on a train out of principle, if that makes any sense.
What are you trying to say about me?
I'm sorry. I'm just saying you've been on a train out of principle, and I think it's closer to the truth than you'd like to admit. But I think trains are great.
I've been on so many trains out of it.
I know.
Most
I'm saying.
many. I mean, especially like a subway train.
Yeah.
Yes.
The amount
Sorry,
of like time
I really don't want to fucking open this can, but I don't think the subway is a train.
What is
Okay.
it then?
I think it's just the subway.
It's a different thing?
own
I think it's a
thing?
different thing.
But then it come up sometimes.
Yeah.
What about like light rail?
Train.
Not train. Train. So
Yes.
train if above ground,
Yes.
underground, not
If
a
it-
train.
Yes. Yes. LB?
What about train that goes through tunnel mountain?
Yeah, train. For sure.
But,
But-
what if it's under the mountain for a long time?
What about the channel?
Still a train.
What about the channel?
What about the channel?
subway?
No way.
I think if it is primarily underground, it is a subway. If it is primarily above ground, it's a train.
You would actually do great in Germany.
Yeah.
Berlin, they have the S-Bahn and the U-Bahn. Because
Yeah,
the S is for street,
Scround.
U is for Unter.
Unter.
Unter, yeah. They're two different things.
Yeah. See, I'm right.
Yeah, you would be a great German.
I'm always
They
saying
need you.
this.
They need you
They
over
need
there.
me. Let me in.
I'm not as immediately angry about this one. As
I'm
some
not
of the
against
other-
this either.
I'm not as immediately angry about it.
And like so deeply, I understand that they are trains. Like I want to be very clear,
Mhm.
but I think like
You've already
if
given up your
someone-
position. Interesting.
No. But if someone was like, "I'm getting on the train," to me, I would feel a kind of way about it.
I usually use train.
100%. 100%. No, if you're like, I got to go catch. Oh, wait. No.
Oh,
Yeah, you would say the L train.
"Oh fuck."
No, you say train. Colloquially, you call the subway
You
a
do-
train.
It's a
You
train.
do.
Damn.
You do
Because
say L
subway's
train.
too long to say.
Am I wrong?
You could say
No,
the
I
L
think you're
way.
right. But we call things the wrong thing all the time.
We do.
You
Yeah,
would say the
that's
L
true.
way? Is that what you said?
The L.
Yeah, like
way,
the L, the instead of the L train, you can say the L way.
The L way.
The
I
J,
love
the
that.
J,
show.
the J way,
The John L way.
Yahweh.
the John L way.
The John Elway.
Yeah,
You're gonna ride John Elway. John.
I'm gonna ride John L way.
Whoa, nice. Good for you.
That's great. Good for him that he can still do it. I
In
don't think he can.
He can.
I don't think so.
He drinks so much.
Yeah. He looks like he drinks.
Every time they cut to that owner's box, I'm like,
Yikes.
somebody get
Yeah.
this guy a poster from
Somebody stop it.
the temperance. every time I see John Elway, I'm like, won't the mask do something about him?
I would love it if the mask started showing up at interventions.
Oh wow.
Can you imagine being in an intervention and someone hands you a box and it's got the mask
It's
in
got
it?
the mask in it.
Because then that's huge because then you don't even have to talk about it. Because if we in this new society that we've created, you don't have to talk about it because the mask means something, right? We all
mask means
understand
you're
what
an
the
addict.
mask. Yes, we
Put
all
this
understand what the
mask on.
The
mask
mask is-
means.
the
Be
mask-
addicted to being a cartoon who gets in
Yes.
trouble with the mob.
Yes.
the mask is here just to tell you one thing. Stop smoking.
Yeah, it's good.
That's it.
That's great. I think. How much do you think it costs to make the mask?
Like a
That
working
works.
one?
Yeah. How much to make the mask work?
What was the lore behind the mask? It's like cursed.
Yeah, just
It's
a
cursed.
plain Jane curse. I think
It's
the
like,
conversation.
it's like a trickster god or something.
Yeah,
right?
the conversation about the magic in the mask is so little.
Mhm.
It's like he finds it, and then the person's like, "Yeah, they say a trickster god cursed it," and then he's like, "That's it."
It's simply the most perverted power fantasy ever. It's like, what if a dorky guy loves zoot suits and Tex Avery cartoons and fell in love with the hottest girl on the planet?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I'm
That's
going to
it.
ask Chad, do you think that, can you pretend that all movies are real?
What the fuck
Okay,
are you
Let's
You have
dive
to
into
start with
okay. Okay, how much would it cost to mass produce the mask from the mask? I want it to work and have all of the properties it does in the motion picture. Okay, Chad's working. Okay, here's a breakdown of the potential costs. Okay, so research and development, magic integration. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
I figured out how to make Chad funny.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what, Sean Altman? You're right. This is the future.
His name is Sam, please. Number 1, research and development.
I've referred to him as Sean Altman 8 times that
fool.
way the past week.
Magic integration is step 1. Since the mask's powers are derived from the Norse god Loki, you'd need extensive research into
Loki?
ancient magic and
Wow.
possibly consultation with mythical beings. Cost estimate, $500 million to $1 billion, depending on the complexity of securing and harnessing magical properties. Number 2, materials. Mystical materials. The mask is made from an indestructible mystical material. Acquiring or synthesizing this material would be expensive. That's $100 million per unit. They say $500 million for the facilities, $50 million for quality control, $100 million annually for security measures. So
To keep
that's going to
people
be
from stealing the
1.5.
mask?
Yes, given the power of the mask, secure transportation and storage are essential to prevent misuse.
I mean,
So it's
Chad's
going to
right.
cost, $1.25 to $2 billion, or about $100 million a mask.
Jerry Jones.
That's not that bad.
Jerry Jones has that.
Yeah, it's not that bad. He's
Okay,
already
so-
wearing the mask. I
I've
think.
I've also just found a $50 replica on Etsy.
But does it work? So crucially, LB, I think the gap between that price point and mine is that mine works.
Yeah. Did you type "does it work" in Etsy? Did
Yeah.
you
Is there anything?
works?
Yeah. Is it anything in the description that says it works?
There is a warning that says items sold by Etsy sellers such as masks aren't medical grade. Etsy sellers cannot make medical or health claims. When selecting a mask, consult official guidance to make the right choice for you. Hey, when selecting the mask, you aren't going to want to consult the mask guidance from the CDC.
From the CDC.
Yeah.
Let me just go to the
Be
CDC's.
careful.
Somebody, Fauci.
Welcome to the ad break.
Who's our sponsor this week?
The CDC.
What?
Yeah. The
Wow.
CDC is here. Mr. Fauci is here to tell you about all of the things that could happen to you if
Hello.
you get it. There he is. Thank you, Mr. Fauci, for coming
Thanks
on.
for having me.
Yeah.
What's
Hello,
this?
Your Holiness.
What's this about?
Yeah, so we're having you on this week to talk about the things that could happen to you if you buy and elicit the mask. And
Oh,
you've got a campaign
the
going
film?
on
from the 1996 film.
Yes, correct. You've got a
94.
campaign.
You old
Yeah,
bitch.
you've got a campaign going on right now. There's I'm looking at the copy right here. It says that you're protecting American children from the mask.
I am.
Would you like to talk about?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that?
Sure. I'm really glad you asked because COVID was obviously a failure on multiple levels. From a
Yes, I would agree.
Implementation.
You did a pretty bad job.
I
on
did
that
a pretty
one, bud.
pretty bad job. But I'm trying to make it up because with the mask initiative, the number one killer of children right now is bug eyes. And
Sorry. 1 second. Is it
What?
the mask initiative or the mask initiative?
it's the mask initiative.
Got it. Okay.
Got
I
it. Okay.
just wanted to be clear because
and improper bug eyes from these unlicensed masks that are out there.
Yeah.
Terrible what they're doing to
it's
children.
hurting our kids.
You have to have a real mask to give your children to do bug eyes safely. The Tex
Yes.
Avery wolf eyes. You know what I mean? There are many
Yes.
different names for it.
Yeah.
The ones where they shoot out of your head, like
Shoot out of your head. Awooga, awooga. That
Yeah.
one of those.
Got it.
And the tongue unfurls like a red carpet.
Like a carpet.
One
yes.
of those. Yeah.
I've
You have
seen
to-
it. I've seen it happen to a handful of kids, and it's unpleasant.
It's horrible. You have to do it
safely.
safely. You have to do it
correct
safely.
masks.
Yeah, you have to do it safely. So the mask is.
what should we
is
look for?
Cracks.
Yeah.
Cracks in the mask. It's got almost like a wood look.
Okay.
If it's,
Are you saying it should or should not be made out of wood?
it should be made out of wood?
But it should not be cracked.
It should not be. No, it should be kind of cracked and worn.
So not smooth then.
Not smooth. You don't want a smooth mask.
Okay.
What about like 3D printed? Is that okay?
No. Well, how does the magic get inside of it? Does Loki have
great
access
question.
to 3D printing plastics in his day? I don't think so. It's got to be made from the wood that Loki could have touched with his trickster ways.
Okay,
That makes a lot of sense. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Dr.
Go
Fauci.
get boosted today.
I'm going
Okay.
Friday.
Thanks. I think that's all I had from you. Do you want to read while we still have you the associate producers?
Oh, sure. So we have
I'll
Eric
send
from
them over to you.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
Keith from California. Both of you are both, says here, associate producers. Hope
Yeah.
both of you are boosted.
I think they probably are. Thank you so much, Mr.
Hey,
Fauci.
by the way,
Yeah.
I gave you money to be on your Patreon.
It sounds like it's cutting out. Oh, sorry. We got you back.
Yeah, I gave you money to get on the Patreon. Maybe at the end of the show, tell everyone what you get for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be so
Sure thing.
sick.
Thanks,
Thank you
Dr.
so
Fauci.
much.
I hope you gave us a lot of money with all your.
You're welcome.
Can you get John back on the phone?
Yeah, just as soon as I get vaxxed again.
Okay.
One second.
Thanks so much.
1 second. Put it right in the dick, darling. Hey, what's up?
Hey. Did
I
you
love this.
see-
I love this. The Fauci seems really cool now.
Yeah,
I
he
thought he
seems
was
pretty
only
sick.
suggesting
I think it's-
boosters for like really old people.
No, I think it's
but now he's recommending it for everybody.
He's saying it for everyone, and I didn't catch the last part. It sounded like he asked for the shot to be somewhere weird, but I think if you just go into your pharmacy, you get it normal style. I think
Yeah,
it's
Not
normal
in the
style,
dick?
regular style.
Yeah, I don't think the dick is kind of where you want. Can you,
I don't even think they
Can you
would do
imagine?
that.
Yeah, I was about to say. Can you imagine just asking like, it's time for my flu shot. Hey, can you do this one right in the dick? Just put
No,
it right.
We
in the,
can't.
right in the
We
base.
can't actually.
Right.
Sorry.
Right in the base of the pecker would be awesome. No.
I'll ask on Friday.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's on Friday. See what they
Yeah.
say.
See what they say.
at a CVS. Do you think here's a question,
Mm-hmm.
and I floated this question to y'all over text message earlier in the week, and very decidedly did not receive a reply. But now you're trapped here for at least the next 25 minutes.
Okay.
So you do have to engage, at least attempt to.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I said, what would it be like if you ate dryer lint
I have no memory.
did.
of
Text
that.
message.
I did.
with you?
You know what, Nikki? I honestly normally don't have a moment where I'm like, I don't even have anything to say to this. But I did remember seeing that and going, I'm probably just gonna ollie over this one. I'm gonna ollie over it.
That just is really gross to me.
It's dire. It's a dire thought. But the reasoning that I had
Is that you have pica and you're wondering how normal that is.
how normal is it? Here's verbatim, and I'll take a screenshot of it so we can put it in the notes. I said, what would happen if you ate dryer lint? Eating dryer lint seems like a Depression era thing, even though it's anachronistic, like cutting food with dryer lint, the way they cut burgers with onion in the past, or the way that they do now where they just put wood in stuff.
Okay,
and
I thought
sometimes
you
you
were
eat wood.
high.
No, it was like,
I just assumed
well,
you
I mean,
were
it was
high.
11:20, but I was not high.
I just assumed you were high and just kind of riffing.
No,
and
I
that
wasn't.
You didn't need
This
any.
is a real
input.
thought I had.
Okay.
Because
My apologies.
you used to put wood in food in past. They would put wood in food.
I
and
like
eat it.
I like onions in a burger though.
Yes, it is good coincidentally. But original intent of onion and burger, stretch out meat.
I don't want to eat dryer lint. There's microplastics in there.
Fair. There's
B.
microplastics
Yeah,
everywhere.
There's a lot of like
we've
dog
lost
fur
them.
in there.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
That's
C.
We've lost the battle on microplastics, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to eat less.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Microplastic.
I get that.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
And C, I have had a lot of like we've talked about. My pockets are always full of old used tissues because I can
for sure.
always use them a little more.
Not true.
True. And sometimes I forget that they're in there when I wash my jeans, and I wash them through, and then that goes in the dryer lint, and I don't want to eat that.
How does it work? Where did it come from?
The dryer lint?
It come off the clothes, I know.
Come off
the clothes, but how it go in?
But how it go
there?
in there?
How would go
Suck?
in where? Oh,
In the
It's
trap?
slurp?
Yeah, like where does it come from?
Well, I think there's something inside of it that is like statically charged. So
Slurp.
it like
Oh, static.
Yeah, static. I think it attracts it with static.
Oh. Okay.
Not slurp.
Not
Not
slurp. It's not
slurp.
sucking.
It's not sucking.
Is this fun? Is that fun sound?
Yeah, it's all right.
Listen, Jordan's not here to say that it isn't. I'm trying to find a testing
He's gonna give us
machine.
so many angry notes on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I've bumped
trying
my
to
mic
find-
like 40 times. I've eaten into the microphone.
I'm going to say at around 41 minutes, I made slurping sounds a lot.
Okay.
That's good.
Gordo. At 41 minutes, I made a lot of slurping sounds on purpose.
At 42 minutes, I kissed ravioli.
Oh, that's cute. I'm trying to find if there's a way that I can test the number of microplastics in my body right now.
I don't think so.
No?
Two micro. No, you can't like. They're just in you.
Flow cytometry.
Enya. Sail away, sail away, sail away.
You know, Rafifi loves Enya.
Wow, great taste.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because sometimes, like when we'll run an errand, me and Robbie, we have to take Rafifi because she can't be left alone at home yet. And I'll get out of the car and she'll just start crying
Damn.
and crying and crying and crying. And then it'll get better if he puts on Enya.
Oh,
Wow.
she loves Enya.
Mhm.
I found a chart.
Nikki, you're putting these in the wrong channel, by the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, these are in the wrong channel.
My bad.
Sail away.
Nope,
sail
that's not what I
away,
wanted.
Sail away.
I accidentally pasted how much to make the mask work into the chat instead of this image.
I got it.
And you Jesus Christ.
What?
No, I'm grateful. I just like didn't.
Wait, hold on a second.
That is such an over-the-top reaction to just the image being in there twice.
Yeah.
Earlier, John
Oh, I
did this
did.
thing before we started recording where he went like, and he was making these faces and like, and I was like, oh my God, John has diarrhea. John's going to shit himself right now. And then he went, and we're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's like, I have to restart my computer. It was the most
I was mad.
overwrought. Like those are the sounds I make when I'm like shitting and I feel like I'm going to throw up too. Like
Yeah,
when I'm
right.
so sick.
For sure.
John is making those sounds about having to restart his computer. And that's what basically Nikki just did about an image being in the chat
Twice.
two times
Yeah.
instead of just
Yeah,
once. Like, it's
sorry.
Yeah.
fine.
It just I was
Don't be
upset
sorry.
with
Just relax.
myself.
Just
Okay.
it doesn't
Duplicate
it's not a big
images,
deal.
having to restart the computer, both reasons for killing ourselves. It's fine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we both basically became the grape lady in that moment. So apparently I eat a credit card every week.
Every week you eat a credit card. My favorite thing on this list. Okay, so every week you eat one credit card. Every month you eat 5 dice. Every 6 months you eat 12 and a half disposable water bottles. Every year you eat one heaped plate of shredded plastic. What do you mean?
Why would you? All of these have an analog except for this one. It's a credit card. It's dice. It's water bottles. It's a life buoy. It's a recycling bin. There's no analog for what? You couldn't find something else that besides heaped
they
plate.
couldn't have been like it's the size of a football. They were like, no, it's what if you ate straight plastic? That's how much plastic you're eating.
I guess they couldn't find anything just perfect 250 grams
Yeah,
of
nothing
plastic
weighs
size.
250 grams that is made out of plastic.
I mean, you could probably say 3 Xbox controllers. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
could say that probably.
But that doesn't
Frisbee.
feel like a lot.
A frisbee? What does a frisbee feel like a lot? How much does a frisbee weigh?
A frisbee would need to be heaped plate. A frisbee.
How much is a standard
heaped plate of frisbee
weigh? A regulation frisbee for ultimate is 175 grams.
That's not enough.
No, 2 frisbees. That's too many. Well,
It's
impossible.
too many.
I guess this is probably what they did.
That's what they did. This
what they
is
did.
literally
Probably
we
what they
did.
replicated their
That's what
process.
they had a 3-person panel that was like, well, we can't find
Every
anything
year,
else.
you eat 250 grams of plastic, which is about equal to a plate with 250
With
grams of plastic on it. Make you fucking
think. I think it's time for me to get another water bottle. I think like I'm in having new water bottle moment.
I
era
think, what
of
if
my
we, okay.
I'm bringing this to the Midnight Society.
What if we all
in an
got
effort to-
big vase?
No, I need to
No.
be able to.
Big
So here are the
vase.
requirements. It needs to be able to be dropped. It needs to be able to be knocked over. It needs to be able to be dropped out of my car. It needs
Dropped
to be able
out
to
of
be
your car?
kicked. Yeah, sometimes like I'll hold it and I'll drop it and it'll fall out of my hands and like onto the floor of the ground when I'm getting out of the car.
When you're getting out of the car.
Yeah. Not like
Okay.
throwing it out of the car while
Oh,
I'm driving.
okay. All right. Okay.
So
okay.
crucially.
All right. Okay.
No. Sometimes it's in my lap and I forget, or I'm holding it and I
Got
drop
it.
it. and,
Okay.
like it needs to be
Sure.
strong. So like
Sure.
Okay.
a big vase is not
What
going to cut it.
about-
It needs a lid.
What about, nope, that's just this image again. That was wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Nikki,
dude,
it's
yeah.
Here we go. What about this? What about this?
Ooh, what about this?
Get your initial on.
Your initial. on.
Okay, so it's a classic coffee tumbler. What's got leather print and a big letter on it. In this case, it's an A that looks like more hieroglyphic than it does A, like Latin A. And it's a pink, like fuchsia with white border on a black circle. And then around that is a tan circle with magenta fuchsia dots surrounding it.
Mhm.
This makes my skin crawl.
Okay, what about this one?
Okay, so this one is one of the shiniest objects known to man. It was just spray painted, like mere moments before they took the shave
moments.
bag.
With
It's
a-
still wet.
a very glossy paint.
And it says it's blue and it says blessed Gigi. And in between blessed and Gigi, there's an arrow with a heart in the middle of that arrow. And then the Dharma Initiative logo. What is that?
Okay. So is that a no for this one?
It's going to be a no for this one.
Okay,
as
what
well,
about
yeah.
this one? This one I think you'll like.
I do
Ooh, I like
actually
this one.
fucking
This is
like
really
I
good.
really love this.
You should
one.
get
this
this
one's
one.
a Stanley mug style. So it's got a handle and a tapered cup holder size cup. It's fire engine red. It says nurse, nurse, nurse on it in that 70s show font. John is being mauled by his dog.
Mhm. I think you could pull off the nurse.
I could make this one work. Can you send me the link for this one?
Yeah, I also have another one for John.
sick. Great.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now this one's great.
All right, so this one's got a straw, which is cool, and a big handle. And it narrows at the bottom for like a cup holder in my car. It's kind of like a gunmetal gray, and it's got a cross in it, but the cross is crucially patterned with different things. There's a cow print, there's a leopard print, there's like an oriental rug and some turquoise embellishments, as well as one right in the middle.
Which is a lot.
It says faith on it, and I feel closer to God looking at this.
Okay, I have another option for you if you didn't like that one.
Okay.
I've clicked on the link that you sent me, and it says that it weighs 0.0 pounds. Is that
Perfect.
correct? Okay.
Nice and light.
Okay, this one's.
Mhm. Isn't this perfect for John, Nikki?
I
This
actually
one's
might
great.
genuinely buy this.
This is great.
It is purple, like a lavender.
Yes.
Big mug, same with the handle, and it narrows at the bottom. There's a very glamorous flamingo staring directly at you with its little sassy mouth open, and it says, "I'm sorry. Did I roll my eyes out loud?" Sassy.
That's really sassy.
It's really
if I
good.
saw that, I would feel like, oh, they fucking got me.
They got
I feel
you.
like that's something you see, like you're at the DMV and you go up to one
You're
of the
about to receive
windows
awful service.
and there's like a lady there with like a lot of stuff and she's got that mug and you're like, she's gonna give me some homespun wisdom and forget my name and fuck up all my paperwork.
And honestly, whenever I see that woman, I also know she's carrying a loaded gun.
Yeah. Oh, on her actively. Yeah, absolutely.
She's got a loaded gun for sure.
All of these cups have lead in them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I earlier I did say that I was going to get one, but then I remembered the lead aspect.
I think the lead. No, Jordo said the lead is safe. It's just lead is used in the process.
Jordo
said lead is safe.
The lead is safe.
Jordan Mallory said that the lead is safe.
That the lead is safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's completely fucked?
What?
Is that woke America has removed the round water bottle, which I want, and in favor of this stupid handle one that you keep sending.
What's the round one?
It's just, what if it was like a fucking cup, but big? It's just regular.
Like this one?
Yes.
This is from Takeya. You can get this one.
But I don't like the mouth on that one.
You can get a different top for it.
You can get a different top for it. Interesting.
Now, did you read the description for the nurse one? It says girly girl original Southern sweet and preppy teas for every girly girl. I guess this is the store description.
Okay.
Feels like if y'all keep talking.
Oh, okay. John, you're going to go through the purchase flow?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go through this.
We've talked about this before, and there are so many words that you can get Hydro Flask to write on the water bottle. Do you remember this, LB? Because I was like, I could get it to say piss.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
No, for sure.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry. I need you to read this one that I found on the site.
Wow.
Well, now, okay.
That
doesn't
fucking work.
No, I think, John, you will find that it does work on this pink Traveler cup, no handle.
No handle.
You can see if you look very carefully, if you're in your car right now, zoom in to the image and you can see the fraying on this brand new produced mug where the pink does not reach the lip. And it looks like it has been attacked by a dog that giving you nibbles. It is a clip art of a clipboard and a bottle of medicine and 2 bandages, 1 green, 1 blue. And then there's a mason jar, what's got a bow on it, like you would give a child or a dog. There's a stethoscope, a syringe filled with Mountain Dew, and then pills on the bottom. And then it's like it's inside in this window that has like a grid pink background. On the mason jar, the aforementioned mason jar, it says in chalk, nurses are -mason. Nurses are -mason. A mason.
Now, as we know, here's something you may not know about nursing.
Yes.
So, you go to the doctor, they take your fluids, they take your blood, they take your piss, sometimes they do a stool sample, they take them away. What do they do with them? They test them. Then what do they do with them?
Eat them.
Canning. That's where the mason jars sit. Yeah, they do turn it into piss preserves. Blood preserves. Yeah.
That's what jam is.
No. Crucially, they do not allow the non-nurse population to consume this stuff. Yeah, it's like,
is that why they're so
have you ever
strong?
seen nurse TikTok?
No, blessedly, no, I haven't.
I think that they are the evil rulers of all nurses. And so then they need to send our body fluids to the nurses who are on nurse
as
TikTok.
tribute. Is that why their hands are so soft? Is that just like a byproduct, or is that something else?
I didn't know their hands are soft.
Most nurses' hands are soft.
Are they?
In my experience.
I've never noticed them to be like. I mean, I guess I've never noticed
You're
them
not
to be
like,
rough.
are you not reaching your hand out to your nurse and saying, "Please hold this," and giving them like gentle,
You're just
gentle
caressing them,
touches?
caressing their hands.
I had a problem. I haven't talked about this before. I had a problem when I was like a child when I would go to the dentist and they would put their fingers in my mouth. My natural inclination was to meet their fingers with my tongue. No, it was to meet their fingers with my tongue. And I would be like, I would have to stop myself. Like deep into like my teenage years,
like
yeah. And I was like, they would put it in there. And
Don't
like,
put them in there. I'm gonna suck on them. You better.
It was dire.
You better not.
You better not. John, you've linked 3 sweatshirts for us. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's and I want to be very
genders.
clear. They're the only 3 sweatshirts that were posted on the website.
Okay.
And it's the 3 genders: teacher, sun-kissed, and softball. So pick your poison.
I think I'm softball. John, hey, did your camera die, bud?
John got this new camera because his old camera was always dying.
Yeah, I switched it back. Y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
okay.
It's my dying.
I was about to send you to the fucking center of the earth with the dunk that I was about to levy upon your soul.
Why were you going to bring up the fact that I bought the wrong car again?
Yes, I was about to.
Gonna dunk John into the beneath the Planet of the Apes. Huh?
I might actually buy this shirt. It says expensive, difficult, and talks back. I'm just gonna start wearing that to all my appointments.
That would be a good gym shirt. I feel like I always want to get like the dumbest shirt, and I'm like, I could wear this to the gym. I don't go to the gym. Right. I don't have a gym membership.
Sure.
I could wear this to the gym and really make a splash.
I might get a gym membership just to wear that to the gym one.
Expensive, difficult, and talks back. The thing is, you're gonna get so many moms coming up to you, like,
you don't
where
want
did you get that? Where did you get that? That is such a funny shirt. That is so cute. That is so cute.
That is what they'll sound
like.
I'll
tell them. I'll say girlygirloriginals.com. That's where I got
my website. Mm-hmm. Can you just claim the
You're
website?
You're a hoot. Yeah.
You're a hoot.
You're a hoot. I love that. I wish I could say you're a hoot to people.
They won't let me put piss on the thing anymore. P, they will let me put P on there.
That's good. P. There was a thing we were texting about, and I said, ask me on the podcast, and I don't remember.
Oh, fuck. What was it?
I can look. Here, I'll scroll.
I saw a new car. I saw a new car. I saw a new car. I saw a new car.
What was it?
And I was very disappointed.
Oh.
Because the buildup was immaculate. Okay.
Yes.
Let me paint a picture for you. I'm walking Rafifi. It is sundown. It's May gray. It's a time of year when in kind of May and June gloom, May gray in Los Angeles, where it's just kind of gloomy and a little bit humid. And I'm walking Rafifi down the street in North Hollywood. It's a street with a lot of like big apartment buildings. And I see a Toyota Prius driving towards me.
What color is it?
White. And it's got LED lights
sorry, I have
on
a second question.
Uh-huh.
Is it matte from where, or is it still shiny?
I will send you a picture, but it is.
My eyes are closed, LB. I'm using my mind.
It's unremarkable in every way.
Okay.
Except for the LED lights that are on it, and the fact that something has been installed on the roof of it.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is this? And I kind of want to take a picture. Well, I also hear some noises. I hear some talking, and I take out one of my AirPods, and I hear a podcast that is coming from this vehicle.
Okay. Is it ours?
No, it's not ours. It's a man and a woman talking. I'm so sorry I didn't get a better picture of this.
This is great.
Wow.
That's a tent.
That's a tent up there. Okay. Well, in the tent, there are speakers installed. So the podcast is playing outside of the car.
That's
not inside.
Wow.
And they were saying something about like sunlight and wellness and nutrition and all the vitamins you get from the sun.
Is that psychologist guy that got in trouble recently that 1 million people listen to every day, apparently?
Joe Rogan?
No, he's like
I don't know.
He was like a Stanford
That creepy
Professor?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that creepy guy.
I don't know who it was. The
Did you
thing
say
is that the
a
guy,
Stanford Uncle Fester? Is that what you said?
That's exactly what I
Yes.
said. Stanford Uncle Fester.
Okay. I just
Um,
want to be clear.
Yep. SUF is kind of like what he's called. Like, it's SUF podcast with Stanford Uncle Fester. Welcome to hello. Get outside and get in the sun. I love you, Wednesday and Pugsley. I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea what Uncle Fester sounds like.
I
Anyway.
think like that.
Okay.
that was amazing. So I wanted to get video of this or like take more photos, but the guy had like gotten out of the car and was talking to a lady, and he had like a laminated piece of paper hanging around his neck.
Oh, that's a bad
great.
sign. That's such a
Yeah.
bad sign.
And let me
I went to the website.
what's the website again?
Consciousriver.com, and it takes you to his Instagram.
It is an Instagram redirect, and I was so disappointed.
Well,
it was-
are you sure?
He's
Because
a
there's
free
a lot
hugs
of
guy.
There's a lot of good stuff on
He's
here.
a
though.
fucking
free
free
hugs
guy.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Among other things. Okay, here's the his name is Andrew Ferreira. He offers an alternative and holistic health service. And here's his bio. First and foremost, I offer free hugs, inspiration, and
He
hope.
literally is a free hugs guy.
Your
I thought that
partner
was
in
like
healing,
a value judgment.
Your
that you were
partner in
making.
change. DM me for info. And then there's a link, not a link tree, a link fly. He has a Patreon, a Twitter, a TikTok, a Medium.
He's got a Medium blog. Remember
Apparently-
Medium?
Yeah, I do. Okay, he has not posted since September 2020.
Maybe he forgot his login.
One of his last posts was the canary in the coal mine of dark circles around the eyes.
Oh, what does it mean?
What does it mean? You're not hugged enough?
Over 200 Russian medical doctors found that the problem with dark circles around or under the eyes naturally disappear when their patients start to slow down their automatic breathing patterns.
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry. 200 doctors in Russia
Yeah.
got in a
They do
room
that.
together and they said
200
look,
Russian
look.
doctors in a room. 200 Russian doctors in a room. Yeah.
They got together and they said, listen, people came in to me and they said, Doc, I've got dark circles under the eyes. What do I do? And a lot of people were saying that I should give them creams, but I told them to breathe different. And 200 people did that. And they said, I agree. It works.
Have you thought about meditating?
So he's saying if you breathe out of your nose instead of your mouth, your dark circles will go away because you'll
Yeah.
get more oxygen.
Yeah.
If I breathe
You
out
know,
of my nose
honestly-
instead of my mouth.
Honestly, that's
Mhm.
so true, because when I think about like the quintessential Russian, none of them have circles under their eyes. They all look
You're right.
fresh as a daisy, you know?
You're right.
Like you go to
because they're all
Siberia,
breathing right.
look at all those fresh-faced people. Like,
I'm like, what concealer are you wearing? You look
Yeah.
amazing. They're like, look, what are you talking about?
What are you
No
talking about?
concealer.
this is my,
I do not wear that.
breathing.
It's Siberia.
Yes.
We do not
They're
have
breathing.
concealer.
They're breathing right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, here's another image. Oh, wow. You've sent a bunch. Okay. Oh, wow.
I have a healthy
long caption?
immune system.
That one fucking owns. The one that you just sent is incredible.
That is actually
so.
great.
Yeah, it says I have a healthy human immune system. No vaccines needed in advice animals format. And then it looks like a guy's giving a reverse Kamehameha to a virus.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
like
virus is like flying into him like a bat. I
Neo-
think it is
it's
a
a-
basketball
it's Neo doing the bullet stop thing to a
Yes.
virus.
to a virus.
Yeah.
But the virus is the size of a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got tendrils.
I love this picture you found of a baby dressed up as Chun-Li,
Chun-Li,
from
yes.
Street Fighter.
At San Diego Comic-Con.
At San
pointing
Diego
at
Comic-Con.
me. Yes.
Pointing at the camera, and then in like
Illegible font.
Lucida, maybe?
Yes.
One of the Lucida's fonts. It's maybe not. No, Lucida doesn't have a one that fancy, but it's that level of font. It's like a one that comes free. It says "You are love," and then FB image by Tayet Van Julie.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give your credit.
You gotta give credit. I mean, at least he's good at that. Well, at least on that one. Trust your journey, and I have a healthy human immune system. He didn't really give credit for those. But maybe he made them.
Because that's from him. Yeah.
Maybe he made them.
Maybe he's playing his podcast. Because he does have a podcast called Wellness.
That absolutely sounds like that move.
Should we start doing that?
Yeah, I think so. I think I should start playing from a loudspeaker.
Blasting the podcast from outside?
Yeah, I do.
That's good because
I think I should go to a Sonic and just eat every day for lunch.
That's what I was literally going to say. Yeah, like because there are places nearby where people sit outside, and I could just park my car.
Yeah,
there. I could even enjoy the luxuries of going to the bar that's near my house that has an outside, and advertise the podcast out loud by playing it from my car speakers.
I think we should all do an experiment where we pick a hospital. And all three of us go play outside the hospital, and then and we do it every day for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then we go to the hospital and we go, "Hi, can we see your records about how everyone that was discharged, did they live long, healthy lives after that?" We'll find out that like 90% of people that ever left the hospital that heard it died within like a week or something.
200 Russian doctors spent 10 years studying the effect of if you're driving, close your eyes on hospital patients.
And it worked.
And it worked.
And it made their dark circles go away. They're breathing through their fucking noses.
I feel like there are a lot of great ways to advertise the podcast, and playing it outside in public is a great one.
It's a pretty good one. Yeah. Well, we do have SGF coming up. We'll all be in Los Angeles, so maybe we should just all go listen to the podcast very loudly together.
Yeah. At the Giant Bomb party, I'm going to hijack the DJ's table. And I'll just have him play a whole episode.
So I want to do that. And now I am suddenly obsessed with going to a strip club at like 1 a.m. on a Friday and hijacking the DJ there.
Yeah.
And just
when
playing,
there's the most people.
Where there's the most people and playing like a full episode and just kind of seeing what happens.
What happens.
You know.
You think how quick to the first turn this shit off, do you think?
What if we just hijack the mic and start doing the show?
I think when they see a little guy in a wheelchair in the strip club, they would say, "Turn this shit off" before they even say anything or hear anything. What if
it turns out it's like our podcast is actually the perfect audio for stripping?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
If you're a listener,
we license
and
it.
We license it to the strip club. Do you think SiriusXM can we get they'll give anybody a show on SiriusXM?
They will give anybody a show.
Do you think we could get on satellite radio?
Yes. If Big Baby Davis could get a satellite radio show, so can we.
Satellite radio.
Okay.
LB just said
how to get a show on Sirius.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at this guy's page. I'm looking at his Instagram.
Well, I mean, So, I mean, the one that you just posted is Jack Sparrow looking back, and it says the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Jack Sparrow.
And should I read the hashtags?
Yeah.
Oh, please do.
Well,
the caption says
just do it in a way that's kind, you know?
Do it in a way that's kind?
That's kind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like find a place in your heart that's warm and kind. Because I think if you like put the wrong stink on these words, you'll die.
Okay. All right.
More heart at consciousriver.com. Hashtag the habit of happiness.
This is perfect.
Hashtag the best is yet to come.
There's more.
I was just taking a breath,
okay, yeah, sorry.
Hashtag the habit of healing. Hashtag the habit of wellness. Hashtag change is a habit. Hashtag I love yourself. Hashtag love. Hashtag self-love. Hashtag love yourself. Hashtag wise words. Hashtag good advice. Hashtag wisdom. Hashtag inspiration. Hashtag mindfulness. Hashtag consciousness. Hashtag motivation. Hashtag happiness. Another breath. That I just took just to keep me going. Hashtag Hashtag consciousness, hashtag motivation, hashtag happiness, hashtag forgiveness, hashtag positivity, hashtag free hugs, hashtag smiles, hashtag off grid, hashtag vagabond, hashtag van life, hashtag bloom catcher, hashtag informed consent, hashtag terrain theory, hashtag functional medicine, hashtag wellness, hashtag the habit of our dreams.
That is like
2 likes.
getting
Posted March 19th.
The back-to-back of hashtag free hugs, hashtag smiles to hashtag off grid is like getting on Tower of Terror and thinking it's a normal elevator. Like,
you strap in and you just go, hey, do you mind hitting 2 for me?
But here's the thing, is like he was delivering a product or service to a woman in my neighborhood.
Right.
I saw them talking to each other. She had a cup that she was holding and they were talking.
But are you sure she didn't have the cup before the interaction?
So did she call him over for a hug?
I think it's equally as likely because of how freaking off base this person is, out of pocket, that this person was walking, minding their own fucking business with their cup in their hand. And this guy pulled over and stopped.
You know when you can tell by looking at somebody?
Yes.
What wavelength they're on?
Yes.
Yep.
I could tell by looking at her what wavelength she was on, and she did not need my help.
She was there voluntarily.
She was happy to be outside. She did not look like somebody who was normally leaves her apartment.
Interesting. Hashtag maybe van life.
Van life, van wife.
I think it's stolen valor for him to claim van life because he fucking owns a Prius.
Yeah, he just drives a Prius around. That's true. Maybe he lives in a van. Maybe he drives the Prius back to a van.
Why would he have the camper tent on top of it? That guy lives in that Prius.
Yeah, he lives in the Prius.
It was very clean.
Yeah, that's fine. Got to keep those LEDs running.
Full of light up signs. No room for possessions.
That's they go. Well, the signs on the outside.
Hashtag vagabond.
No, there were multiple signs inside as well.
Oh.
Hey, it's a vagabond.
I didn't get good photos because, again, like I could not risk that guy trying to talk to me.
You would have died.
You couldn't.
Yeah, I would have died. So that's
well, if you're this guy,
never
stay
talk
away
to us.
from me. Yeah,
stay away.
Never look at me or talk to me.
Stay away. Stay away. Stay away.
This is Enya again. This podcast brought to you by Enya.
This podcast brought to you by Enya, and this podcast is If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes. It's produced by Jordan Mallory with music by Jordan Mallory and podcast started by Max Schwartz. You can support us and help us make this podcast on our Patreon at ifyou'redriving.com. And if you go to ifyou'redriving.com, you'll go to our link tree, which will also take you to patreon.com/ifyou'redriving. Your Patreon money helps us do things like buy groceries, pay rent. At one time, we went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory. We want to do so many more things like this. We have a lot of goals. Like we want to dig holes together. We want to buy more groceries. We want to rent one of those bikes with 9 seats on it. Just $5 a month gets you access to all of our content. That includes a video version of every episode that comes out early every single week, which is such a treat, as well as Jordo's producer notes with the JPEGs we described in a given episode if someone on the show decides to put them up.
God bless you.
Every month you'll get that was a cell phone, by the way. Every month you'll get a Patreon exclusive bonus episode and patrons only stream. LB, you're confused about what I said.
Yeah, I'm deeply confused.
It was a cell phone because I was joking about the Jordo JPEG stuff. And how
I thought you said cell phone.
Oh,
yeah.
I heard cell phone.
I thought you were talking about me coughing, which I tried to do off mic.
Yes.
And then Nikki blessed me, and I was like, no, everyone knows.
And I just said that's a cell phone.
Yeah,
and then none of it made any sense.
Like, I'm looking at this guy's Instagram still.
I'm Tables,
and I'm like, was it a cell phone that made me cough?
I'm Tables. It's proficient.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Tables is proficient.
For $15 a month, you'll canonically be the actual real life Santa Claus, Papa Noel, Shisho, and we'll thank you on the show. And for $1,000 a month, you can make us dig holes with you anywhere you find us. You got to bring a shovel, and you have to also be paying that $1,000 a month. We will check. Membership in our beautiful and wonderful Discord community is available for all Patreon tiers. We'd love to hang out with you in there. It is a hopping place. It's always got chatters and fun conversations going on. You should come hang out. If you like what we do, we'd also really appreciate it if you told your friends and loved ones. Word of mouth is really the best way you can help us keep doing this thing. You can also help us by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Do we have any new reviews?
Oh, good. Yes, we do. Let me grab that.
Great.
Sorry, I was finding a perfect
Outro?
yeah, outro.
Got it.
We do have a new review that's good. Okay. This one's from Beaming Garden Gnome. It reads, invigorating intellectual candy without the pretense. I saw a few clips of these guys on TikTok and was interested in what they had to offer my morning commute. The clip I saw on TikTok finally came up in the backlog of previous podcasts, and I will say, for just coming for a few laughs on my morning commute, I got a platonic debate on the base definition of terms on a level not seen since the Greek philosophers, only to have it abruptly end in a corn sex toy review reading. Absolutely love it. Best podcast out there and what it does.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Beaming Garden. Welcome to the trucking family.
Wow.
Also, I remember the corn sex toys.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what debate. Was that the Property Brothers Dick show?
No, I think that might have been the bus car.
Oh, maybe bus.
Episode.
Of course,
that
we never posted Property Brothers.
No, I don't
Dick.
think so.
I cannot stress this
TikTok.
enough. There was someone in our Discord earlier this morning who was going on a road trip, and they loaded up our podcast and was listening to it from the beginning. Folks, I have forgotten more than I will ever know.
Yes.
About this show. There were so many bits that this person was mentioning in.
Yeah, Chris was freaking on.
Yeah, it was Chris, and just bringing up so many things that I had completely forgotten. Really good shit too. So yeah,
we had Carl Weathers on the program on our trailer. That's crazy.
We did. It was amazing. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He was alive then. What did we know?
He was alive then.
Wow, we killed the Queen and Carl Weathers. Oh,
we didn't kill Carl Weathers.
Okay.
We already called our shot, and we're working on our shot. We're working on a parody satire Alex Jones. That he will just explode one day, which seems so likely. It seems so likely he'll just blow up.
Yeah.
But we did call that shot. I also just want to say we are about to be in the same place in June.
True.
So if you are not a patron, now is a great time to become one, because we're probably going to be posting. We have some good stuff. June is gimmick month.
It is gimmick month.
We're going to be in the same city.
Yeah.
If this is your first year with us as a podcast, you are in for a fucking treat with gimmick month. So yeah, now is a very, very good time to get on board. Because we have some silly, delightful plans, or we're just going to drink together in various locations. But we'll give you the content. That's the driving guarantee.
That is the driving guarantee. You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at If You're Driving, Instagram and If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, Blue Sky at ifyou'redriving.com, and you can email us at podcast@ifyou'redriving.com. My camera has died for the fifth time.
Hey, John, you should get a new camera.
I have
John, you should get a new camera.
I tried to set it up. I tried to set it up, and I had set it up, and guess what? Not only did it look bad, but it was very tiny, and so I need to work on it.
And there were jelly beans next to it.
And there were jelly. I don't know what
it just made John really, really small, and then there was a picture of jelly beans next to John, and then a picture of like gear, something else next to the jelly beans.
Maybe
it was really
filters,
baffling.
probably.
Very strange.
Also, sorry, listen, folks.
That's all right.
Hey. Do you live in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Are you doing anything on June 9th?
Let me check. June 9th. I have nothing on my calendar. What's June 9th?
That's huge, because on June 9th, you can see me and the rest of the Giant Bomb team live at the Bellwether Theater at 8 p.m. for Giant Bomb at Live Night. Nope, Giant Bomb at Night Live. I've typed that so many times, none of the words mean anything to me anymore. But it's happening, and we've got guests including Brad Shoemaker, Alana Pierce, Paris Lilly, Mike Minotti will be there. Others. Who is that? A bunch of faces just went across LB's screen.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm expressing my excitement and shock.
Oh, because you're so amped to go to
I'm so amped about all these big names at this big event. Sorry,
This big
please keep talking. I
event.
didn't mean to detract.
Yes, you can go to Ticketmaster.com and type in Giant Bomb, or go to bit.ly/GB at night, NITE or NIGHT, to purchase tickets to see me on a stage. Elmo will be there.
Elmo? From Sesame?
Elmo will be there.
I'm so tired of them censoring the tits out of Stellar Blade.
Elmo's gonna be there. So
Elmo's different now. I didn't know he cared about stuff like
he's gonna be there.
Bring back vagina bones and games.
Okay. Listen, it's like not in my hands to have Elmo not there or not
Bring
there.
back vagina bones.
Okay. Thanks a lot. That's it. The podcast is over. I've stopped my recording.
We didn't even get to be taken out.
Oh yeah. Take us out. I haven't stopped my recording. That was a joke.
Okay. Here's a post that I found on the guy's Instagram.
Yeah,
And
please.
it's a psychedelic painting of Yoda. And
Okay.
and it's really good.
does it
And it
say?
has text on it. It has text on it. Hold on. I fucked up. God, I
No
prepared
way.
so well.
This is
And then
the
I
worst
fucked
outro
up.
we've ever done.
No. And it says on it, "Up the fuck we must wake." And the caption reads, translation, "Humanity direly needs to collectively #wake the fuck up." And then there's a heart, but it's in parentheses, double parentheses, like the heart's Jewish.
The heart is Jewish.
Oh my God.
Just like my heart.